And a very pleasant good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome here to Flora High School. It's the Conley Gymnasium as the Flora Wolves play host to the Marshall Lady Lions in Little Illini Conference play. Should be a fun volleyball game tonight. Both teams coming in with winning records. The Flora Wolf Gals under head coach Jessica Holloway, they come in with a 4-3 record. Their last win was a non-conference battle a few days ago. They defeated Carmi. And the Marshall Lions, under the head coaching of Mike Farrell, it's his fourth year. They come in with a record of 5-3. Their last win was over Oblong the other night. So these two teams, I believe this is their first matchup this year in LIC play. And they will be, they'll be trying to see who can extend their winning record a little bit farther, probably for both teams. As Marshall has come in, won the JV contest. Flora won the freshman game. It's a fun type of night when it's a long drive like this in conference. A lot of times folks will play all three levels. They'll have the freshmen go. Hi, Nick. They'll have the JV squads and then the varsity squads. The game you just saw ending was Marshall winning that JV contest 2-0. 25-14 and 25-18. Prior to that, prior to us getting on the air, the freshman squads for both teams met, and Flora won that match 25-21 and 25-7. They'd like to extend that a little bit farther into the varsity contest as each team beginning their warm-up processes. Looking over the rosters, I'd have no heights to give you, but I watched the Marshall kids come in, and they have some pretty good size, pretty good height up at the net. And that might create some problems for the Flora Wolf Gals. Flora yet to take the court. They have a couple of players have to go back into the locker room and change jerseys from the JV to the varsity. As the trying to get a roll going. That's the toughest thing. Momentum during a match is big. But it also can manifest itself into momentum during a season. You kind of hate to hobble along, win one, lose one, win one, lose one, and for the Flora Wolves, they've won a couple. The Wolf Gals, they've won a couple in a row right now, and they'd like to keep that going. Just kind of get some nice forward momentum. Talking with the head coach, Mike Farrell of Marshall, the Lady Lions. They play mainly a northern schedule. They don't really play south of I-70 too much until they get into conference play. Really kind of a matter of convenience, actually. They played T-Town a few days ago. T-Town knocked them off, but it was a close game. In chatting with Coach Farrell, he said they played very well against Teutopolis, but Teutopolis, of course, is well known as a hotbed of volleyball in the state of Illinois. Jessica Holloway, the head coach of the Flora Wolf Gals. We were talking a little while ago. She's expecting big things tonight. Always a pepper pot full of energy. Coach Holloway is. As the Wolf Gals just about to head out onto the court. Having the I believe that's Wagner they're coming out to. Oh, no. Now it's not Wagner. Turns into something entirely different. That's fun. Like I said, Marshall trying to win the JV and the varsity contest, and Flora trying to win the freshman and the varsity contest. Good numbers. This is the first time I've seen Flora play a freshman game tonight. We saw Flora play last week up at North Clay, and they have really good numbers here at Flora, a large contingent, and I'm looking over the Marshall Lady Lions roster as well, their volleyball roster. They have over 30 kids in the volleyball program. So outstanding to see a healthy volleyball programs all over the place. It's beginning to cool off a little bit now. It might take a little while for the cool air to get down to the court, but Flora Conley Gymnasium, of course, no air conditioning here. And I got to tell you, 2 or 3 hours ago, it was a warm evening. And now the rains have gone through. They're still kind of hitting a little bit outside, but for the most part, that has also brought cool air as Tropical Depression Gordon has struck the area. By the way, folks, we will not be able to broadcast the Columbia at Salem football game scheduled originally for tomorrow night. Yesterday they switched it to tonight, trying to avoid Tropical Depression Gordon. So that game underway right now in Salem. So as we get score updates on that, we'll be very pleased to I'll keep you up to date on that. As the Tropical Depression Gordon just bringing in, they're calling for, hopefully it's not going to happen. I know they've already canceled the Jeff Frontier Days parade on Saturday. They're calling for 4 to 5 inches of rain on Saturday. So keep that in mind for your plans if you're thinking about doing something this weekend. We were supposed to be bringing you like I said, the football game tomorrow night, and then the North Clay playing on Saturday, and that's not going to happen. We aren't going to be able to bring you that. So that's just one of those things that you find in autumn and in the autumn sports and the spring sports. You will, from time to time, have the inability to play. We were talking beforehand. I was talking with some of the other folks around on the crew, and there were a couple of football games this weekend that did not end until well after 11:30. Effingham played a football game that had four different delays in it, and that football game ended around 20 till 12. And also, I know that East St. Louis played against Trinity Catholic. Both those teams ranked nationally. And that game ended at the stroke of midnight. They didn't get started till about 9:15. They had a delay in it, and it went double overtime. So folks were leaving the football game at about midnight. Kind of makes the night short before you go to work on Saturday or watch football games. All kinds of short stuff. Both schools warming up. Marshall, not a ton of experience. Well, they've got experience. Let me rephrase that. Marshall does have quite a bit of experience, but they don't have a ton of seniors. Only 2 seniors on the Marshall squad. They are Jaden English along with Madison Swan, and they will try. You always try to look to your seniors to bring experience and keep your team calm during matches. As I said, this is Coach Farrell's 4th year. 2 of them with winning records, including last year. Had a winning record 3 years ago and a near 500 losing record year before last. Last year with 18 and 15 record, I believe. And as I said, they come in tonight with a 5 and 3 ledger. And Flora will take the court for their warm-ups. As they do so, we will take a short break, and we'll be back with Flora Volleyball after these words.
At Rollinson's in Salem, we take pride in offering American-made appliances by Whirlpool, Maytag, Amana, and KitchenAid. Plus, we service everything we sell. Shop our showroom of cabinetry and countertops. Not sleeping well on your current mattress? Hurry on over and see what Serta quality is like. Our flooring stands alone in selection and price, bringing you Mohawk brands that you know and trust. Stop in today and let us help you get the best results for every room in your house.
Life is made up of moments. We care about those moments as much as you do. We are Modern Woodmen, a fraternal financial services organization, member-owned, not stockholder-run. Since 1883, we've supported families, strengthened communities, and helped people reach their financial goals. From protection to saving to retirement planning, let us help you plan for those special moments in your life.
For career opportunities or financial planning, call me, Justin Harness, your local Modern Woodman representative.
Are you going out of town for a vacation or a weekend getaway? What are you going to do with your dog? That's easy. There's Jaggers Doggy Daycare in Mount Vernon. Jaggers Doggy Daycare is your one-stop shop for overnight dog boarding, doggy daycare, as well as dog grooming and obedience dog training. It's your dog's home away from home. They will thrive and they'll get one-on-one attention by a great staff. More information is available on the web at jaggersdoggydaycare.com. Jaggers Doggy Daycare, 414 Main Street in Mount Vernon.
Napa know-how.
At Flora Auto Parts, you can count on the Napa know-how experts to have the solutions to keep you running on the road or in the field. More than just your car, your locally owned Napa store carries a large inventory of parts for farms, heavy trucks, and just about everything that moves. Experienced counter people understand your needs and are ready to help with the perfect part at a great value. That's Napa know-how at Flora Auto Parts.
At Clay City Banking Company, we're all on the same team, regardless of zip code. At home, work, school, or across the country, you can be part of our team with our cutting-edge mobile banking products. From your hand, you can check balances, transfer money, make deposits, and pay bills. Looking for a loan? We've got you covered with our mortgage, agriculture, commercial, and consumer loans. Join our team today. Clay City, Flora, Louisville, and Fairfield Banking Companies. We're the hometown banks, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Country Roads Realty goes the extra mile to take you home. Managing broker Jessica McCleary, along with Terry Weedman and Judy Reed, bring commitment, integrity, and results, as well as 21st century technology to the business of real estate. Virtual house tours are always open at countryroadsrealty.net. Call Country Roads Realty at 842-SOLD and give Country Roads the chance to earn your business and add you to their long list of satisfied clients.
I'm Mike Dye from Max Dye Incorporated. Since 1964, we've been doing business with one simple idea. Treat people right and they'll come back. So whether you're shopping for a new GMC, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, or pre-owned vehicle, or need service, we can help. Our qualified sales representatives and expert auto technicians provide you with straightforward, no-hassle shopping and service every time. Come see what we mean when we say hometown friendly, the way car shopping should be at Max Dye Incorporated in Salem.
Make Carnaby Square in downtown Fairfield your fashion leader. We're the little boutique with the big inventory of beautiful, trendy outfits and clothing in a wide array of your favorite name brands. And don't forget our large selection of jewelry and accessories. Carnaby Square is Southern Illinois' largest dealer of Brighton. At Carnaby Square, we take pride in our one-on-one, knowledgeable customer service and look forward to helping you create your own special look. Plus, always free gift wrapping. Find endless gift ideas 24/7 at carnabysquare.com and on our Facebook page. Shop the fashion leader in downtown Fairfield, Carnaby Square.
And welcome back to Conley Gymnasium. Bruce Dickey here for Wabash Catch TV. We do appreciate you tuning in. It's channel 100 in Louisville and Jeff, Sisney, Flora. Channel 3 over there in Salem. Appreciate you tuning in today. We're trying to keep an eye out for scores on that Salem game. If you know what's going on there, you can always give me a text at 599-0805, and I'd be glad to keep folks abreast of what is happening in the Salem-Columbia football game. Columbia pretty tough. That one, Kevin Green, I was talking to Coach Kevin Green of the Salem Wildcats prior to the season. Haven't talked to him since the season started. Salem's 1-1 right now going into tonight, and Columbia at 2-2. But in talking with Coach Green, it was they put in a lot of work, and they are looking to see some improvement from last year. But when you run into Columbia is the 5th ranked team in the state. So yeah, there's a reason they're really good. And actually, looking at their roster, they don't have a very big roster, and not a whole lot of numbers either in their roster, but plenty enough, I guess, as Columbia won their first game over Mascoutah 36-35. A interesting finale to that, and I guess I read this story going into planning on broadcasting the game tomorrow night. Columbia had a lead, and then Mascoutah scored, took the lead with about 1:45 to go in the game. They led by 6 points. On the ensuing kickoff, kid from Columbia ran it all the way back for a touchdown with 1.5 to go in the game, and they kicked the extra point for the win. So an exciting finish to that one. Again, here it is the Flora Wolf Gals getting set to take on the Marshall Lions, Lady Lions, in Little Illini Conference play. And we'll be back with much more for you after these words.
Briscoe Surplus Sales on the northeast edge of Flora is your one-stop do-it-all shop. Looking for rugged boots and footwear from great brands like Lacrosse, Rocky, and Carolina? They're there. How about top-notch small engine parts and service? Briscoe Surplus Sales has it. Whether you're wiring your switches or switching your wiring, Briscoe Surplus Sales has the solution and the know-how to help you get the job done right the first time. Briscoe Surplus Sales, your one-stop do-it-all shop.
For over 43 years, Bandy's Pharmacy has been your locally owned prescription for better health. With locations in Salem, Centralia, Mount Vernon, and Irvington, our fast, friendly, and professional pharmacists will take the time to explain your medications and give you the peace of mind that you deserve. Bandy's is also the area's largest provider of quality medical equipment solutions, and with a huge selection of medical uniforms and supplies, Bandy's Pharmacy and Medical Equipment truly is your prescription for better health.
It won't always be new. It won't always be clean. It won't always be flawless. But it'll always be yours. So how do you know it'll be protected? To solve the big challenges of tomorrow, take simple steps today. At Country Financial, when you're ready to start, we're ready to help. With auto insurance.
See me, Alex Atwood in Sisney, for your insurance and financial needs.
At Back & Body Works Chiropractic, we help you feel better naturally. Our naturopathic treatments are for the whole family, from newborns to the elderly. We offer auriculotherapy for smoking cessation and appetite control. We use acupuncture to improve health and well-being in the mind and body. Our high-quality supplements are made from organic, whole foods and herbs for adults and children. We also offer exercise classes for women of every age, size, and fitness level. We are conveniently located at 101 South Main Street on the Square in Louisville.
Call my mommy.
Have heavy rains done a number to your driveway and walkway? Call the Driveway Doctor, Jeremy Carter at Carter Trucking in Fairfield. The Driveway Doctor will make a house call, determine the pothole prognosis, and cure your ailing driveway and walkway. Carter Trucking prescribes riprap, sand, pea gravel, white rock, river rock, decorative rock, mulch, and more. Need dirt, grain, or even equipment hauled? Just call 842-2022 for delivery in Clay and surrounding counties. From Carter Trucking on Williamson Drive in Fairfield. Dan's Electric in Flora, Fairfield, and Noble is always ready to help you, whether the days and nights are frosty and cold or hot and humid. As a supplier and servicer of all major HVAC brands, Dan's experienced and licensed technicians are ready to get to work for you. Take care of your interior comfort with affordable heating, cooling, electrical, geothermal, and generator systems with reliable customer service from Dan's Electric.
With over 90 years of combined automotive repair experience, Butcher Automotive in Louisville has you covered. Locally owned and operated, Butcher Automotive offers complete vehicle repair services along with tire sales and wheel alignment. They are your local hand-cooked tire and interstate battery dealer. For your convenience, call 665-3666 for free local pickup and delivery, because at Butcher Automotive, they don't want you to give them your business, they want to earn it.
Come see my daddy with our boys.
Residents of the Clay County and surrounding area have relied on Clay County State Bank for sound professional service for over 100 years. With convenient lobby and drive-up hours, we are ready to serve you Monday through Saturday. We appreciate all who bank with us, and we look forward to the opportunity of working with anyone who is looking for a community bank to help with their financial needs. Give us a call at 665-3314, visit us online, or stop by and see us on the square in Louisville to experience our friendly personal service.
And welcome back to Conley Gymnasium, ladies and gentlemen. The Flora Wolf Gals playing host to the Marshall Lady Lions in Little Illini Conference play. Marshall took the JV contest in 2 games, 25-14 and 25-18. Flora took the freshman game, which started at 5:15, so folks have been enjoying a fun, good, long night of volleyball as Flora won that first matchup 25-21. Looking over the Marshall Lions, I'd gotten their varsity roster from Coach Mike Farrell, and I was kind of surprised and was just waiting to watch to see if it was true. They'll have 9 players dressed for this varsity contest. That's a little unusual. A little short, but that's how they like to play it. And we will have our national anthem here at Conley Gymnasium. The flag is dropping now, and we will have that for you presently. Our national anthem, a fine rendition of that. We'll have the starting lineups for you here in just a moment. Again, Marshall entering this volleyball game with a record of 5-3. And the Flora Wolf Gals entering with a record of 4-3. So there you have the starting lineups for the two squads. For the visiting Marshall High School Lady Lions, Maya Osborne, a freshman, along with Jaden English, senior. Savannah Lashbrook wears number 11. She's a junior. Haley Fraley is a sophomore. She wears number 2. Megan Crome, a junior, wearing number 10. Jillian Hyatt, a junior, wearing number 6. And the libero tonight is Kaylee Matsky for Marshall. She wears the white shirt and is wearing number 23. She's a junior. The Flora Wolf Gals tonight. Coach Holloway is going to send out Jency Binky. She's a sophomore. She'll be joined by sophomore Gracie Hibbets. And also, Gracie wears number 1, by the way. Jency Binky wears number 25. Also starting for the Flora Wolf Gals, Kylie McWilliams wearing number 10. She's a senior. Summer Cartwright, also a senior. She's a setter, wears number 13. Alyssa Schaefer wears number 2. She's also a senior. And junior Desmond Schaefer. So 2 sophomores, 3 seniors, and a junior for the Flora Wolf Gals. We are ready to get underway. Marshall wins the toss. And Maya Osborne, just a freshman, will start things out here for the Marshall Lady Lions tonight. She'll serve from the right side, pops it over. It's gathered by Schaefer, up and over by Desmond Schaefer. And a spike there, a kill for Bryn Phillips. Kill for Jaden English of the Marshall Lady Lions. First point goes to the Lady Lions. From the center of the back line, Maya Osborne's next serve is bumped back over by Summer Cartwright and knocked over on just 2 pops by Summer Lashbrook. And a nice job by Kylie McWilliams. Putting in a tough spot, bounces back, and Flora will get side out. Tied up 1-1 here in the early going. Flora will send up Jency Binky for the first service of the game for the Wolf Gals. Marshall has it blocked nicely. I tell you what, Gracie Hibbets with the block, but then Marshall gets it back over, and Flora unable to track it down. Bianca McLean will check in. She'll replace Jency Binky, pardon me. And next in the rotation is Jaden English for Marshall. She throws it right into the net. Officials for tonight's game, by the way, Roger Stockwell over here on the scorer's bench side. And up on the platform, it is Jim Earlywine. Experienced crew, they do a good job. Setting up the back spike for Gracie Hibbets, and she knocks it in. Flora takes an early 3-2 lead. Desmond Schaefer serving for the Wolf Gals, puts it over. And a little bit of a timing miscommunication there for Marshall between Megan Crome and Savannah Lashbrook. Megan ended up trying to get it over, but Savannah Lashbrook looked like she had a pretty good head of steam going for the ball. To Lily Friend, she's able to get it over, and to Jillian Hyatt, got it over, and that's a side out to Marshall. I was about to give that point to Flora because it looked like Marshall was really struggling to get that first serve back over. Next up for Marshall, Savannah Lashbrook, pardon me. Gracie Hibbets with the spike and the dig by Marshall. They knock it too far and out of bounds. Maya Osborne, a little bit too much juice on that. The libero for Marshall will check back in, Kaylee Matsky. Serving for Flora, Alyssa Schaefer drops it down, and Marshall unable to deal with that good serve by Alyssa. Another lob serve. The libero knocks it back over and recovered. Pop back over by Summer Cartwright. There's a dink. Flora handles. Gracie Hibbets pokes it over. Now poked right back to Flora. Gracie set up for it, and she kills it. The big sophomore showing off in the front row here in the early going. Flora leads 7-3. And again, Alyssa Schaefer with a nice serve. She has it in the back line to get it up to the front. The kill by Kylie McWilliams is recovered. And there's a good kill for Marshall. Megan Crome coming from the right side. No, my right. Left side of the formation. Cuts it to a 7-4 game. In for Marshall, Maddie Maynard. And there's a poke, doesn't go for Cartwright. Marshall gets it back across. Cartwright with the set to Hibbets. And the spike is good. Nice kill, barely able to keep it in bounds, but that was a dandy. 8-4, Wolf Gals. Hibbets serve into the back row, gathered by Hyatt. They're able to get it over, and a beautiful placement there for Marshall. As Maddie Maynard poked it right in the middle of the back line into a bad spot. 8-5 in favor of Flora. Up with it. Nice kill attempt by Jinsey Binky, but a little bit strong. So the point will go back to Marshall. Megan Crome on the service line for the Lady Lions. She gets it across nicely. And a little bit of miscommunication again for Flora as Gracie Hibbets got a little tangled up with Alyssa Schaefer there. And Alyssa could not recover in time to give it a good shot. Flora a point away, or pardon me, Marshall a point away from tying. Marshall is in the red. And that service a little bit long. So Flora goes back to a 2-point lead. Rally scoring, of course. It's 9-7. 3 games to 25 here in the varsity contest. Best of 3. Spiked back over by Binky. And Flora has to recover. gathered by Matsky, and a big spike over and successful for Jaden English from over on the left side. Set her up nicely there, and English made the kill. Marshall will attempt to tie 9-8. This is game one. And that ball was in. Coach Holloway trying to talk the officials into calling that one out, but that's a good serve. Tied at 9. Next serve from Hyatt, bumped over by Cartwright. Cartwright with the set. McWilliams' spike is blocked out of bounds, so point to Flora. Savannah Lashbrook got up there and blocked it, but could not control, and it went away. McWilliams with a 1-point lead, and this time Megan Chrome unable to get it over the net. The Lions give up another point. They're down 2. The Wolf Gals looking pretty steady here in this first game. Good serve from McWilliams, gathered by Cartwright on the return. And Flora runs out of bumps. Needed 4 for that one. Didn't get it. 11-10, back to Marshall. This game has been nip and tuck most of the way, as the service a little bit early. Jim Earlywine wasn't ready for it and had not whistled the ball into play. So, no lost serve. Maya Osborne, the freshman for Marshall, will try it again. Up it goes to Schaefer. The kill by Binky is gathered. Now Cartwright pokes it across. Kill by Chrome. It's tipped back over into the back line. Hibbets gathers. Cartwright, the big kill by Schaefer, and it's dug out by Marshall. Good rally going here. Binky with the poke into the tough spot, and it is a catch on Marshall. So they had a catch. First one we've seen called tonight. 12-10 in favor of Flora here in game one. English tops it across, and Flora needs to get it over. They do. That's McWilliams. Gathered and poked back across by English. And Flora getting a little bit discombobulated in the front row that time. Summer Cartwright couldn't get her arm up there in time. The chance to tie now for Marshall. Flora led by, was it 4 points early before Marshall has come back. But I believe that's been the biggest spread of points. Cartwright lobs it across, gathered by Marshall. Chrome fires it over for the Lady Lions, and Hibbets with a kill attempt, the spike, but it's out of bounds. And timeout is called by Flora. We have a 12-12 score here in game one. We'll be back after this message.
Are you looking to start a DIY project or new home construction? Come see us at Zinc Building Center. We can help with interior, exterior, and commercial doors. Need some new siding? Whether it be vinyl, stone, or cedar shake, we can help. How about roofing? Call us for a free estimate on a metal or shingled roof. We also deal in lumber, cabinetry, paint, plumbing, and electrical. Stop by and see us on Route 45 in Louisville.
Come see us!
Good volleyball game underway here in Conley Gymnasium. Little Illini Conference matchup between the Marshall Lady Lions and the Flora Wolf Gals. First game of a potential 3. Marshall can take their first lead since very early. I think it's 1-0. Might have been their only lead. As serving for the Lions, it is Jillian Hyatt, and she pokes it too far. Check that, Jaden English on the serve. They'll bring it over for the Wolf Gals. Desmond Schaefer pops it over into the middle of the back row. There's the set and spike. That's how you draw it up. Outstanding set from Maya Osborne and an outstanding kill there from Megan Chrome. Tied at 13. Lashbrook on the serve. Set to Hibbets, and she has it blocked. Get it back over. And Marshall will try to set things up. And that's a beautiful kill there from Jillian Hyatt. Marshall with their first lead, 14-13. First lead of pretty much all night long. Lashbrook's serve is long. And she'll head to the bench for the libero. Kaylee Matzke back in for the Lady Lions. Alyssa Schaefer set to serve for Flora. Lob serve gathered in the middle of the back row. They set it up for Chrome, and her spike is a kill. It's a good one. Wolf Gals unable to dig. Maddie Maynard heads to the back line to serve for Marshall. And they'll get an ace as the Wolf Gals unable to get it back over the net. It's now a 2-point lead for Marshall. Flora led most of the early going, but Marshall on a bit of a run now. Serve from Maynard again. Set it up for Hibbets. Their spike is blocked, but gathered by Flora. And Cartwright will poke it over. Plenty of time, no panic. There's a spike by Hyatt. And a spike by McWilliams for Flora is gathered by English. A beautiful poke across there by Megan Chrome. Right on the line. Sideline. 4 points in a row now for Marshall. Flora led it 14-13. Marshall now up 17-14. Maynard's been back there a while and an ace. She's working on her 5th serve in a row now. It is up and across. Returned by the Wolf Gals. McWilliams over to Chrome. Now sets up Chrome for the spike, and it's a good one. Oh, no, it was long. It'll be Flora side out. The officials are closer than me. Where I was, I thought it was on the line. That's the cool part about tennis. They have those detectors. Poked over and back, recovered by Flora. And oh, what a block there for Marshall. Jillian Hyatt, as Kylie McWilliams thought she had one going over. 19-15, Marshall inching closer to that magic number of 25, and there's a serve into the net. Side out Flora. Summer Cartwright will head back there. Wolf Gals need a nice run from Summer. And her first serve is short. 20-16. Back on the serve for Marshall, Jillian Hyatt. Good one into the back row, gathered. There's the set, although just poked over by Cartwright. Back to English for the spike, and it's a kill for Marshall. Marshall now on an 8-2 run. As Hyatt's next is lost for an ace. Wolf Gals struggling now, down by 6. 22-16. And that serve is too long for Jillian Hyatt. She looks to her coach, shrugs her shoulders, puts her fist down, says, doggone. Here's Kylie McWilliams into the net. Boy, Flora having some service issues right now. That brings Maya Osborne back to the service line for Marshall. Cartwright with the set, sets up Binky. Binky will poke it across. Now set for Savannah Lashbrook, and that was a dandy set from Osborne. So game point here, best 2 out of 3. Game point for Marshall. Osborne into the back row. Now to Cartwright. Over to McWilliams. McWilliams pops it inside the line. So Flora still has life in this game. 24-18 in favor of the Lady Lions. Now they'll bring in Allie Winters to serve. Allie had a nice run in North Clay last week. And her first serve is gathered and finally bumped back across by Chrome. They set it up for Schaefer, and it's blocked. Schaefer gets it back, puts it over. Now a set into the back row, and Marshall will win the first game as Flora unable to come up with that nice kill from Lashbrook. So Marshall wins game 1. 25-18. We'll take a short break and we'll switch sides. We'll be back with much more Little Illini Conference volleyball for you here on Wabash Catch TV after these words.
It is all things new at Zimdar's Heating, Air Conditioning, and Appliance Repair. We have a new line of heating and cooling equipment and new technicians. Our new equipment line offers 24 months free financing and excellent warranty coverage. Our experienced service technicians can provide you with quality service and repairs on all brands of HVAC equipment. Zimdar's has been serving Clay County and the surrounding areas for over 23 years. The employees of Zimdar's are here to help, so call local and call Zimdar's.
Welcome to the world of custom embroidery. Shirt Tales is here to service all of your embroidery and screen printing needs. From ball caps to teddy bears, we have it all custom made for your business or personal needs. We also sell Green Mountain grills and all the necessary products for your backyard barbecue. Call us today at 662-2451 or stop by 134 West North Avenue in Flora or visit us online at shirt-tales.net.
Hi, this is Craig from Salem Tire Center. Our business is getting you on the road and keeping you there. That's why we're a proud provider of the Michelin tires, including the Michelin Defender family, Michelin's longest lasting tires on the road. Stop by today at Salem Tire Center, Route 50 and I-57 in Salem, or call us at 548-5045.
Commitment. At Salem Rural King, Commitment is serving your community the way we would want to be served. Commitment is a newly renovated store with more hard-to-find items for the whole family. Commitment is knowing that when you shop at Rural King, you'll find everything you need in one stop. Farm, home, sporting, automotive, clothing, and much more. Come on over to Salem Rural King and experience our commitment for yourself. 1410 West Whitaker in Salem.
Yeah, that group. Welcome back to Conley Gymnasium. The Flora Wolf Gals against the Marshall Lady Lions. Marshall won the first game. 25-18, kind of a surprising result. Flora led 13-12. They led by 4 points earlier in that first game. And Marshall came storming back and outscored the Wolf Gals. It was 14-13, so they outscored them 12-5 to finish out that first game. and lead 1-0. As you see down on the graphic on your television screen, that 1 on the left side of the Marshall indicator indicates that they lead 1-0. The Flora indicator is also on the left side. Game scores will be on the right-hand side for each team. And Flora will serve to start this second game. Kylie McWilliams, Gracie Hibbets, Summer Cartwright, along with Alyssa Schaefer, Jency Benke, and Desmond Schaefer, the Schaefer sisters, for the Wolfcows. Desmond knocks it over to Alyssa. Alyssa pokes it over for Marshall. And there is a spike and a kill for Jaden English. Jaden English along with Maddie Maynard, who now sits. Hallie Fraley into the game, along with Megan Crome. Serving is Maya Osborne, and there's an ace as Alyssa Schaefer unable to handle it. Also in the game, Jillian Hyatt and Savannah Lashbrook for Marshall. They lead 2-0 here in game 2. McWilliams with the return, and Hibbets gets it over. Poke a spike there from Jaden English, and Marshall starting this game just like they ended the last one. They're on fire. They lead 3-0. This game is 2:25, as would be a third game. Hibbets with the dig on the serve. And McWilliams will poke it over. Nice spike from the back row. And out of bounds by Marshall. It'll be Flora scoring, and their second service of the game. Jency Benke from the service line. Maya Osborne sets up English, and English gets it to Chrome. Tipped over by McWilliams around to Osborne. And too many hits for the Lady Lions. That's the thing with volleyball. It is such a game of momentum. Flora was down 3 just a moment ago and having a rough start to it, but a chance to tie right here. Gracie Hibbets pokes it to her left and out. Nice kill there for young Gracie Hibbets, just a sophomore. And Benke will continue serving, now trying to get the lead. We're tied at 3 in this second game. McWilliams, after the Lashbrook spike, back to McWilliams. She gets it over. Nice set by the freshman Osborne, and Marshall gets it across, and there's the kill by Lashbrook. Summer Lashbrook, Savannah Lashbrook. I keep calling her Summer. It's because of Summer Cartwright on Flora, I guess. Savannah Lashbrook, the height advantage up there at the net, and she used it quite well. The dig is put in the exact wrong place for the Lady Lions. Wonderful job by Kylie McWilliams. I don't know if she even meant to do that, but it worked out. We're tied at 4. Setting up Lashbrook again. This time she can't clear the net. And I think Flora's Gracie Hibbets was going to block it anyway had she cleared the net. So side out to Flora. They take their first lead of the game. Schaefer's serve is poked over. Cartwright gathers. Now they set it and will bump it over. McWilliams saved in the back row by Bianca McLean. And Chrome gets the kill for Marshall as Desmond Schaefer unable to handle. That'll bring in Bryn Phillips on the sub, wearing number 5. Flora in the white uniforms, Marshall in the red. Chrome with the kill and with the spike, and blocked well by Flora. It'll be Flora side out again, now leading 6-5. It's a conference matchup, Little Illini Conference. Marshall leads in sets 1-0. And there's another nice block by Hibbets. Hibbets and Cartwright going up to get it. 7-5 in favor of Flora. Schaefer pokes it into the back row, and it's brought back across by Marshall. There's a beautiful spike by Kylie McWilliams. And the Wolf Gals go up 3 on a nice 8-2 run for Flora. Like I said, volleyball, a game of streaks and momentum. They set it for Chrome, but a little bit far back for a good kill attempt. Flora easily gets it back over. And there's a dink that will not work for Jillian Hyatt. And Flora, nearly some miscommunication, finally get it across. Hyatt tries again, blocked back to her, and Chrome will put it across. Sets it for McWilliams and gathered by Chrome on the dig. Flora having a tough time, still a chance, and it's poked over. Good rally. What a nice rally going right now. Osborne to Chrome, and it's out. 9-5. It's a 9-2 run now for the Flora Wolf Gals. Alyssa Schaefer's been doing some fine serving. She'll pop it across, set there from Osborne to Chrome. Chrome's dink won't work. Now the spike by Gracie Hibbets is out, and a good kill for Hibbets. Out off the block. Timeout on the court. Timeout taken by Marshall. Flora up 10-5 in game 2. We'll be back after this message.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
10 serving 5 as we return. Alyssa Schaefer still on a nice run for the Flora Wolf Gals. Flora has 2 timeouts remaining in this game. Marshall with just 1. And Chrome will bump it over and out of bounds. Flora's run continues. Schaefer into the back row. Now Osborne with the set. Chrome with the spike, and it is off the hands of Bryn Phillips. Well, that was just a powerful spike, and that stops the run for a moment. Flora will try to get side back out. 11-6 in favor of the Wolf Gals. Bump it up. Cartwright with the set. Hibbets with the spike, and it's blocked. Chrome on the block. Now back over from Bryn Phillips. Into the middle. Bianca McLean. Now poked to Kylie McWilliams with perfect placement just into the back corner. Beautifully done. And side out to the Lions. Got to get the serves. It's 12-7. After losing that first game, Flora needs to be aggressive. And Marshall returns it. Returns the service error. There's the nice serve, and that's going to be an ace for Summer Cartwright. 14-7 now. Flora dominating game 2. Summer pops it across, and another ace as the return is out of bounds. 2 in a row for Summer Cartwright. Now an 8-point lead for Flora. They are on, they trailed 5-0 to start the game. They are now on a 15-2 run. Check that, it was 3-0 to start the game. And that ball is out, struck too strong by Kylie McWilliams, and she may have injured herself. She's limping pretty visibly on that left knee. She thinks she can stay in. The trainer's out there along with the coach. Kylie trying to walk it off. In football, they'd say rub a little dirt on it. And she's staying in. Kylie McWilliams is a senior. You don't want to get injured your senior year, that's for sure. They serve it to her, and she saves it, sets it up for, oh, what a nice block by Marshall. Cartwright will poke it across, and I think Marshall hit that one when it was going to be out. Flora doesn't make the same mistake, and they're going to pick up another point. They're doubling up the Marshall Lady Lions 16-8. McWilliams' serve is gathered and dinked over by Osborne. Back across, and a beautiful spike, but it's dug. What a nice dig. Marshall able to get it across. Hibbets from the back row over to Cartwright. They set it up for Binky, and the spike won't get over the net. So Marshall will take over. Trailing by 7 points in this second game, 16-9. Serve from Osborne is a dandy into the back row. And Flora unable to get it over. That's an ace. Just a freshman. Boy, this Maya Osborne, she is a tough customer. Into the back row. Hibbets gathers. And Cartwright pops it into the net. There's 2 aces in a row. The bulge got as big as 8. And Marshall is cutting into it. And Binky again unable to get it across as Flora Wolfgals having trouble. Timeout is called as Flora's given up 4 in a row. We'll take a timeout as well. Marshall leads 16-12. Back after this message.
At Rollinson's in Salem, we take pride in offering American-made appliances by Whirlpool, Maytag, Amana, and KitchenAid. Plus, we service everything we sell. Shop our showroom of cabinetry and countertops. Not sleeping well on your current mattress? Hurry on over and see what Serta quality is like. Our flooring stands alone in selection and price, bringing you Mohawk brands that you know and trust. Stop in today and let us help you get the best results for every room in your house.
I don't have a Salem football score yet, but I do have a Fairfield football score. And that game has gone final, 28-0. They've called the game probably due to weather down in Christopher playing the CZR Bearcats. So Fairfield has already moved to 3-0 on the season as they took a 28-0 lead, and it will be the final score in that football game. Osborne's serve is out of bounds, and Flora will get it back now. Leading by 5, 17-12 here in game 2. Marshall leads in games 1-0. Osborne sets it up for English, and she hits it long. So another point for the Wolfgals. Washington leads the Chicago Cubs 4-3 in Major League Baseball. What else am I supposed to look at there? I got it. Thank you. 19-12. Flora on top by 7. Binky with the Good serve deep into the backcourt. Oh, and it's well returned by Marshall. Hallie Fraley with the good set, or the good spike, I mean. Flora up by 6 with 6 to go to win game 2. First one to 25. Got to win by 2, and there is another serve into the net. Jaden English, she looks at her coach, Mike Farrell, says, what is happening? How could I do that? Well, these mistakes happen to all of us from time to time, young lady. You'll be okay. Osborne sets up Lashbrook with a nice spike. Recovered by Flora over to English, and English's dig runs into a lack of communication. And Flora now leads 21-13. Not insurmountable, but looking a lot more like we'll have game 3. And right as I say it, Desmond Schaefer puts it into the net. Those of you who believe in superstitions and jinx are probably yelling at the TV right now. Shut up, Bruce. I'm Bruce Dickey here for Wabash Catch TV. And there's another one into the net. And I think Savannah Lashbrook probably just said, shut up, Bruce. 22-14. Flora up by 8 here in the second game. Bumped across. Cartwright with a nice set for Hibbets, and it's dug by Osborne. McWilliams to Cartwright, setting up Hibbets again, and they can't find this one. Gracie Hibbets bumps it to a 9-point lead, 23-14. Osborne with the dink, it won't work. McWilliams bumps it across. Back over to Chrome, and a great block by Cartwright and Hibbets. 1 point away for Flora, and we'll have a third game in tonight's match. It's been a dandy. Good serve across. They set it for Hyatt. Flora gets it. Hibbets into the back row. Gathered by Matsky. Now set for McWilliams, and long. Coach Holloway was hoping that that the Lady Lions had touched that one on the way out. No, sir. No, ma'am, says Jim Earlywine. Maddie Maynard's serve is across, and McWilliams brings it back. The return. Now Osborne sets up Jillian Hyatt for a beautiful kill. 24-16 in favor of Flora. They just need 1 point. It's one minor error from Marshall, or one good kill, one good shot to send us to a third game. Cartwright with the dink, won't go. Tipped right back over by Jillian Hyatt. I was kind of looking for the back set to Hibbets, and I think Hibbets was too. 24-17. Maynard across. There's the back set, and there's the kill from Hibbets. And that will do it for game 2. As the Flora Wolfgals win it 25-17. We will have a third game as these two teams will switch sides again. And maybe, depending, we'll see how the coin toss goes here down in front of us. Nevertheless, we'll have a third game, and we'll be back with it for you here on Wabash Catch TV after these words.
Life is made up of moments. We care about those moments as much as you do. We are Modern Woodmen, a fraternal financial services organization, member-owned, not stockholder-run. Since 1883, we've supported families, strengthened communities, and helped people reach their financial goals. From protection to saving to retirement planning, let us help you plan for those special moments in your life.
For career opportunities or financial planning, call me, Justin Harness, your local Modern Woodmen representative.
Are you going out of town for a vacation or weekend getaway? What are you going to do with your dog? That's easy. There's Jaggers Doggy Daycare in Mount Vernon. Jaggers Doggy Daycare is your one-stop shop for overnight dog boarding, doggy daycare, as well as dog grooming and obedience dog training. It's your dog's home away from home, and they will thrive, and they'll get one-on-one attention by a great staff. More information is available on the web at jaggersdoggydaycare.com. Jaggers Doggy Daycare, 414 Main Street in Mount Vernon.
Napa know-how.
At Flora Auto Parts, you can count on the Napa know-how experts to have the solutions to keep you running on the road or in the field. More than just your car, your locally owned Napa store carries a large inventory of parts for farms, heavy trucks, and just about everything that moves. Experienced counter people understand your needs and are ready to help with the perfect part at a great value. That's Napa know-how at Flora Auto Parts.
At Clay City Banking Company, we're all on the same team, regardless of zip code. At home, work, school, or across the country, you can be part of our team with our cutting-edge mobile banking products. From your hand, you can check balances, transfer money, make deposits, and pay bills. Looking for a loan? We've got you covered with our mortgage, agriculture, commercial, and consumer loans. Join our team today. Clay City, Flora, Louisville, and Fairfield Banking Companies. We're the hometown banks, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Welcome back to Conley Gymnasium here. The Flora Wolf Gals and the Marshall Lady Lions set to go. By the way, folks, you're looking for more fun volleyball action. Like I said, our football game got rained out for tomorrow night. However, next Monday we will be in Salem as the Marion Wildcats will be taking on the Salem Wildcats in volleyball next Monday evening. And then Tuesday we'll be in Sisney. Wayne City travels to face the Running Lions on the baseball diamond on Tuesday. That'll be followed by Thursday, September 13th, Clay City at Sisney. And then back to the football field next Friday night. Hamilton County travels to Fairfield as Fairfield has moved on to 3-0. You can look for number 4 there. Flora wins the toss. They will open with Kylie McWilliams serving. She puts it into the back row. And English with a great spike and kill. Gracie Hibbett's unable to gather. And Marshall takes the early lead here. 1-0. Maya Osborne's serve is returned and barely over. And I think getting a little tangled up in the net. Jinsey Binky got into the net, and the point will go back to Marshall. They lead now 2-0. Marshall 5-3 coming into this game. Flora 4-3. And there's a good kill for Jinsey Binky. Two to 1 in favor of Marshall. Binky will serve. Old Abner's done it again. Osborne with the easy set there for Lashbrook, and Lashbrook found the empty spot on the gym floor, and it will be Marshall serve. Jaden English heads back to serve. Marshall with a very short bench, but they use them all, use every player. He's all 9 deep. Cartwright sets up Hibbets for the kill, and a nice dig there by Hyatt. Lashbrook pokes it again across into another hole on the court. How's she finding those? Savannah Lashbrook, a tough player, tough customer. 4-1 in favor of the Lady Lions. And Jillian Hyatt's, that was Jaden English. Next serve into the net. Frustration. And I'll bring up Desmond Schaefer to serve, and an ace. Right at the feet of Jillian Hyatt. Hyatt needed to move up on that. Cuts the lead to 2. It is 4-2 in favor of Marshall. Chrome gets it across, gathered by Cartwright, and Hibbets will poke it across. Now Osborne with the set. Chrome with the spike, gathered by McLean. Another good set. And again, another short dink for Lashbrook. Somehow she's finding the empty spot on the court. 5-3 in favor of Marshall. Don't want to lose a game in conference ever, but this early in the season. And Hibbets will poke it a little bit too far. The kill too long. The spike too long. Not a kill if it doesn't land. And it'll be Marshall side out. Oh, and a beautiful serve again. Savannah Lashbrook hitting them where they ain't. Hitting them where they ain't. It's a baseball term, Johnny. I didn't know if you knew that. Hitting them where they ain't. You did know that. 7-3 in favor of Marshall. And McWilliams pokes it across. Osborne with the set. This time the poke from Hyatt won't work. And Hibbets with the kill, and it's going to be a good one. They got a hand on it, and they do get it across, but it went behind the official, so it's out of bounds. You got to cross the court on the little barber poles coming up off of the net. Has to be in between those. I'm certain there's a proper term rather than barber poles, but there's a nice kill there for Hallie Fraley as Marshall gave up the side out, but now they'll get it right back. And Maddie Maynard will head back to serve for the Lady Lions. McWilliams gathers. There's the set to Hibbets and blocked. Flora gets it back across. Chrome off the top of the net. Did it touch anybody? It did not. And out, so Flora will have it. Gracie Hibbets to serve, the sophomore. One of 2 sophomores in the starting lineup for Flora. Gets it over to English, now lobbed across. Jillian Hyatt, and I tell you what, early on in this third game, Marshall has been dinking and ducking their way into the lead. They lead 9-5. Chrome's serve gathered, and Hibbets from the back row gets it across. A little trouble, and the Lady Lions run out of hits. It'll be side out Flora, trailing by 3, 9-6. We're tied up in games, 1 apiece. Winner of this game wins the match. Cartwright's serve is hit back and returned, and a beautiful spike by Jency Binky. Beautiful kill. Cuts that lead to 2. Cartwright into the back row, and they will have to bump it across. Up to Cartwright. Setting for McWilliams, and she spikes it over, but gathered. There's a dig by Hibbets. Again set for McWilliams. This time, Marshall with the fortunate gather, and oh my goodness, a collision in back court as Kaylee Matsky hit Jaden English in the face. And English looking for blood, seeing if she has a bloody nose. No, she'll be all right. Gets the glad hand from and to her teammate, Kaylee Matsky. Score is now 9-8 in favor of Marshall. And the spike is a dandy there for Jillian Hyatt. That'll bump the lead to 2 again. 10-8. Back into the game comes Savannah Lashbrook. As with the open doorways here at Conley Gymnasium, that ball probably started going down the hallway. It was hit so hard. Might have gone down there near the popcorn machine. Good popcorn tonight. Spike by Binky is gathered, dug, and Osborne pokes it across. Set for McWilliams. The block is out of bounds. Flora will score. Cuts it to 1 again, 10-9. These two teams quite evenly matched. And Kylie McWilliams will serve for the Wolf Gals. Bangs it across to Osborne and now to English, and it is in. English finding the spot. Inbounds. Maya Osborne back to the serve for Marshall. Leading by 2. 11-9. It's been a close third game all the way. Cartwright with the set, a little bit long. Fraley will pop it across. And a catch for Marshall gives the side out to Flora. Binky will serve it across, gathered by Chrome for Marshall. Over to English. And her spike is long. That'll tie the game at 11 apiece. Flora with a chance to take the first lead in a long time. They won game 2. Marshall took game 1. This is the third. And Lashbrook pops it out. Nice spike. Gonna kill for Alyssa Schaefer for the Flora Wolf Gals, and the Wolf Gals take the lead. 12-11, Flora. Oh, and the Binky's next serve is no good. It's underneath the net, and she'll come out. She'll be replaced by Bianca McLean. This game is tied at 12 apiece. Could not be any closer. Third game of the best of 3. McWilliams set by Cartwright. And a great spike by Hibbets. It's a kill. It goes off the hands of English, then off the face of Jillian Hyatt. She says, I'm okay. 13-12. And it is an ace. Chrome got her hands on it. Went behind her, hit the ceiling, and dropped. That is in play. Timeout is called by the Marshall Lady Lions. They trail the Wolf Gals 14-12 back after this message.
Country Roads Realty goes the extra mile to take you home. Managing broker Jessica McCleary, along with Terry Weedman and Judy Reed, bring commitment, integrity, and results, as well as 21st century technology to the business of real estate. Virtual house tours are always open at countryroadsrealty.net. Call Country Roads Realty at 842-SOLD and give Country Roads the chance to earn your business and add you to their long list of satisfied clients.
So Marshall taking a timeout, trying to stem the tide here in this conference matchup. Flora has 2 timeouts remaining in this game. Marshall with 1. It's 14-12. Desmond Schaefer to serve. Pops it across to English. They try to dink it, and Hibbets will knock it out of bounds. That will give it to Marshall, trailing by 1. 14-13. Savannah Lashbrook from the center of the back line. 13 serving 14, that is. McWilliams to Cartwright and bumped across there by Bianca McLean. Spike won't work for Hyatt. And McWilliams into the back row. Nice shot, but gathered by Marshall. And Cartwright has her shot bumped back. Good rally. Sets up a spike for Hibbets, and it's successful. Gracie Hibbets. The Wolf Gals stuck with it, and they lead 15-13. That might have been the best rally of the match. 15-13 in favor of the Wolf Gals. Gather, and the poke across by Matsky. Sets up Hibbets again, and again the kill for Gracie. The sophomore having a big night. Next one across for Schaefer. Osborne sets up Chrome, and Chrome a little bit out of position, puts it into the net. Flora on a nice run now. They've got 3 in a row. They lead by 4 on the race to 25. It's 17-13. Matsky to Osborne. Beautiful kill by Jillian Hyatt. And these Marshall Lady Lions are not done yet. Don't count them out. (17-14) in favor of Flora. Heading back to serve will be Maddie Maynard for Marshall. Fires it across. Gathered in too strong, but it's Marshall doesn't take advantage. Had a chance for a kill there. Sets up Hibbets, and her shot is blocked. Flora recovers, and back to Marshall, to Flora, to McWilliams. The spike is recovered and put across. Cartwright sets up Hibbets on a back set. The block is good. Cartwright again to Hibbets again, and this time it goes out. She put it just off the hand of Maya Osborne, and the Wolf Gals go up by 4, 18-14. Gracie Hibbets from the back line. To English, to Osborne, and nobody was there for the kill. Little miscommunication as Hyatt was too close to Osborne, and Chrome was on the far side, the left side of the front line. 19-14. Matsky with the return, and Maya Osborne can't tip it over. She was trying to catch Flora napping with a dink there, and did not time it correctly. Osborne sets up Chrome, who pops it across. The set for McWilliams into the net. 20-15 now in favor of Flora. Mike Farrell trying to charge his troops up. And there's an ace. Boy, the Lady Lions certainly needed that. An ace from Megan Chrome, C-R-O-M-E. Cuts the lead to 4. Dig in the back row. That sets it up for Binky. Now a dink. Set for McWilliams. The spike is good. Actually kind of more of a dink there. Jaden English thought she was going to put the power to it, and it just dropped right in front of her. 21-16. Flora 4 points away from a win. Up it goes. Osborne to English, gets it over. Gathered by the Wolf Gals. McWilliams, two-hander. Saved by Matsky. And across and in. Gracie Hibbets let that go. She wasn't in position to get to it. It's beautifully placed. Jillian Hyatt will serve for the Lions. Trailing by 4, 17 serving 21. And a beautiful ace. Just off the hands of Alyssa Schaefer. Cuts the lead to 3. Biggest lead this third game has been 5 points. Flora led 15-10. Cartwright sets Binky, taps it across. Now Osborne sets Lashbrook. Lashbrook get a dig. Cartwright will put it over. Is it going to Marshall going to save it? They do get it saved. And they're going to say, well, it hit the flag up top. So side out to Flora, point to Flora. They lead now by 4, 22-18. Kylie McWilliams to serve for Flora. Been a close one all night. 3 match point. What? Cartwright over to Schaefer. They do get it across. Marshall to Osborne. Now saved by Schaefer. Back to her. And the beautiful spike. 2 to go. 2 to go for Flora. They lead at 23-18. Back to that 5-point cushion that they had earlier. Short break in the action while they towel off a wet spot on the floor. And Marshall looks tired. Jaden English holding her head, hands on her knees. Oh, and the serve is into the net. It crawls over the top. What a fortunate serve for Kylie McWilliams. Match point for the Wolf Gals. 6 match points. Up and across. Lashbrook into the back row, saved by Hibbets. Across now. Oh, just shy of getting across. Alyssa Schaefer trying to sneak it over, didn't get it. So 24-19, Maya Osborne. That's probably who you want serving if you're Coach Farrell. Into the back row to McWilliams. Cartwright with the set. McWilliams with the poke across. Recovered. Dig. Crossed by English. Hibbets over to McWilliams. And that will do it. The Flora Wolf Gals knock off the Marshall Lady Lions 2-1, 25-19 in game 3. We'll be back to wrap things up here from Flora after this word.
I'm Mike Dye from Max Dye Incorporated. Since 1964, we've been doing business with one simple idea. Treat people right and they'll come back. So whether you're shopping for a new GMC, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, or pre-owned vehicle, or need service, we can help. Our qualified sales representatives and expert auto technicians provide you with straightforward, no-hassle shopping and service every time. Come see what we mean when we say hometown friendly, the way car shopping should be at Max Dye Incorporated in Salem.
Make Carnaby Square in downtown Fairfield your fashion leader. We're the little boutique with the big inventory of beautiful, trendy outfits and clothing in a wide array of your favorite name brands. And don't forget our large selection of jewelry and accessories. Carnaby Square is Southern Illinois' largest dealer of Brighton. At Carnaby Square, we take pride in our one-on-one, knowledgeable customer service and look forward to helping you create your own special look. Plus, always free gift wrapping. Find endless gift ideas 24/7 at CarnabySquare.com and on our Facebook page. Shop the fashion leader in downtown Fairfield, Carnaby Square.
What a nice win for the Flora Wolf Gals in conference as Flora moves to 5-3 on the season. The Marshall Lady Lions fall to 5-4. Flora won the freshman contest 2-0, 25-21, 25-7. Marshall won the JV contest 2-0, 25-14, 25-18. And then an exciting varsity contest, the Flora Wolf Gals win it here tonight, 2-1. I love when puberty hits. All right, what's coming up here on Wabash Catch TV? Tomorrow night's game is being played right now. Sorry we can't bring it to you, but rainy nights are not good on the occasional equipment, playing havoc with things. But next week, a big week of action here on Wabash Catch TV. On Monday night, Marion travels to Salem for a volleyball game. On Tuesday night, it'll be Wayne City and Sisney playing baseball. On Thursday night, we'll be back in Sisney as the Clay City Wolves play the Sisney Running Lions in volleyball. And then on Friday night, back to Fairfield for football. They're 3-0 as they'll face the Hamilton County Foxes, who will come in. They still have to play their third game of the season tomorrow night. Again, a good winner here tonight. We'd like to thank all of our sponsors for bringing you tonight's action. Without those folks, we certainly couldn't do it. Thanks again to the crew here at the field. My name is Bruce Dickey, reminding you tonight's varsity final score. Flora defeats Marshall in 3, 18-25, 25-18, and 25-19. So long from Conley Gym.